champion Joannie Rochette, who's busy signing autographs along with her Olympic teammate Mira Leung out in the concourse. They better get back inside here, connecting with their fans, because this place is absolutely rocking right now as we welcome you back live for the men's final flight, the free skate.
Rivalry. One goal. To be champion. To be the champion.
And here we are on the ice, the rivalry re-stoked. Emmanuel Sandhu and Jeff Buttle will go at it again. Last year, Buttle won his first national title. Sandhu has won 3 times. This is where we stand after the short program. Jeff Buttle ahead by about 8 points over Emmanuel Sandhu, who last night decided to go against his strategy, had a new tack. He went with the triple-triple combination instead of the quad. Chris Mabey in 8th place. Remember, the other battle, of course, is for that Olympic spot, the other Olympic spot, 3 spots to the Torino Games. But last night, Emmanuel Sandhu went against his plan, went triple-triple, no quad, and tonight the quad, of course, is back in place.
My other competitions, there were at least 1 or 2 people who were doing quads in the competition, and nobody here has even tried them. I've been doing 2, so, you know, I'm confident in that. I mean, this is definitely not an issue for the long program, but I thought just a short program, I wanted to get that part out of the way.
Do you think you can beat Buttle without the quad in the short?
I think if I would have done a better laps, there would have been no question that I would have.
A nonplussed Emmanuel Sandhu, very focused, wants his Canadian title back. And here he is in warm-up right now. Warming up the quad, obviously not right there, but Jeff Buttle will try it tonight, so will Emmanuel Sandhu. There they are. And here she is, Tracy Wilson, back in the booth here. This is a very exciting house here tonight. There's a lot on the line. I mean, let's face it, Sandhu and Buttle will go to the Olympic Games. Who's going to go with them? But who will win this Canadian title?
And who will take what with them to the Olympic Games? Emmanuel Sandhu and Jeffrey Buttle are both planning to do the quad in competition tonight for very different reasons. Sandhu has one thing on his mind, and that is winning his title back. He is 8 points behind Buttle. The quad is worth 9. For Jeffrey Buttle, it's a very different story. He does not need the quad to win here. But if he is to contend for gold at the Olympic Games, he will need the quad there. So no better place for Jeffrey Buttle to get out the quad in competition. We have not seen it since 2003 in competition. Perfect place. If he can do the quad here, he can show the world going into the game that he's a real player.
Jeff Buttle will skate last tonight in this final flight. Because of time constraints, we're restricted to the final flight tonight. We can tell you that some men have already skated, and the leader is Chris Mabey, who did not have a great short program, but had an absolutely terrific free skate just a short time ago.
Well, he nailed his triple axel, and that is going to be a key jump for all the guys from 3rd place down. It is very, very close. Christopher Mabey has just ratcheted up the pressure. He got the audience rocking in this arena. He's turned up the heat on all the other guys going for that 3rd spot, including Sean Sawyer, who is sitting in 3rd right now.
What a great moment for the Tillsonburg native, Chris Mabey. Right now, the number to shoot for, 2:25.22. Short program, free skate combined. Ben Ferreira, his final skate at the Nationals, is currently in 2nd place. Remember, 3 spots to the Olympic Games. Here are some of the other guys who have skated earlier, including Bryce Davison, now going to the Olympic Games with Jessica Dubé, now a spectator watching this final flight tonight. But 3 spots to Torino. Buttle leads, Sandhu 2nd. Who will be that 3rd man? Certainly the guy sitting in 3rd. This could be a great birthday present. Last night, Joannie Rochette turned 20 and won the title. Sean Sawyer likely won't win the title here tonight, but he could win a spot to the Olympic Games, and that would be a great 21st birthday gift.
Well, he is sitting comfortably in third place, and he's a little like Jeffrey Buttle. He has a very, very strong second mark because of his artistry, his flexibility, fantastic spins. So this is a skater who can afford to make a small mistake and still hang on base because of the strength of his second mark.
Sean Sawyer from Edmundston, New Brunswick, trained here in Ottawa, now trains in Montreal. And another story here is a guy who could make it to the podium and can't go to the Olympic Games because he's not old enough. But he really is the future of men's skating in Canada in so many ways. His name is Patrick Chan.
Well, he's 15 years of age, and he does not look out of place in his first senior competition. He is coached by Ozzie Colson, who will be turning 90 in March, so it's quite a unique partnership. That is where Patrick Chan gets his experience from, Coach Ozzie Colson. You know, it's interesting to wander around the arena. A lot of skating greats in the audience, like Don Jackson and Brian Orser, and the opinions are unanimously in favor of Patrick Chan. Everybody is touting him as the next one.
Ozzie Colson won a Canadian title back in 1936. And now he's a coach of Patrick Chan, who will actually lead off this final flight tonight. We have Patrick Chan, then Sean Sawyer, then Nicholas Young, Emmanuel Sandhu, Marc-Andre Craig, and finally Jeffrey Buttle. And again, national title on the line, Olympic berths at stake.
Representing Central Ontario, Patrick Chan.
He turned 15 14 days ago. He's 75 years younger than his coach, Ozzie Colson.
Ozzie's his coach, his choreographer, also chose the music for this program. He will be skating to guitar, Concerto, John Williams, Symphony No. 2, Romantic, and Romance from Concerto for Violin and Orchestra. Patrick does have a triple axel in his arsenal. It is inconsistent. He will not do it tonight. On the landing of his first triple. Wade a little back on the blade. One of his best jumps coming up. It's a triple loop. Out of back 3 turns, and again, timing is off. That allows him to flow effortlessly across the ice. Now into his triple Lutz. Very nice. Triple Lutz, double toe, double loop. Double axel. Now, Patrick has not put a foot wrong in this competition. until the free skate. And this is where an experience rod will come into play, because once you're off, it's very difficult to get back in the game. An experienced skater would know how to bring their focus back in, get back into their knees. There you go.
There you go. He's hanging on and fighting back. Whoa.
Final jump, double axel, just hanging on again. His weight a little bit back on all of his jumps on the takeoff. As you mentioned, at 15, not old enough to make the Olympic team or the world team. He can lead the junior world team, and then we'll look to senior Grand Prix assignments for next season, where he will be age eligible for Worlds.
Terrific skater. Obviously has to work on the jumps. That will come with time. Bright future, though, for Patrick Chan. Everybody's talking about him.
Patrick Chan.
Sean Sawyer's future is now. He's next. Patrick Chan had a very nice short program.
Just didn't feel over myself.
This one, not as nice.
Under.
So he said he just couldn't get over the blade, and his legs weren't under him. Well, he was able to do it there on that triple Lutz, double toe, double loop, but he was in and out of his program. He has an abundance of natural talents and a work ethic to match, and that is, those are usually two qualities that don't go hand in hand, but in this case, for Patrick Chan, they do. Remember, just 15 years of age. Junior last year, novice the year before, pre-novice the year before that. What a growth curve he is on.
And all champions in those disciplines, pre-novice, novice, and junior. Not this year, though, in the senior ranks. Patrick Chan currently in second place, behind Chris Mabey. The number to shoot for, 225.22.
Sean Sawyer.
Came into the world 21 years ago tonight. Chance to go to the Olympic Games. Right here, right now, for Sean Sawyer.
And Sean will skate to Warsaw Concerto, choreographed by David Wilson. Sean will open with a triple-triple combination, triple flip, triple toe. His most difficult jump is the triple axel, both in qualifying and in the short program. He had a 2-foot landing. Here it comes. Again, a 2-foot landing. Most important, though, he stood up and rotated. very flexible skater. He really uses that flexibility to his advantage. Right now, triple loop, triple toe, very nice, and both of those jumps are cleanly landed. Right into a triple flip.
Hanging on.
See the way he combined the elements of the spread eagles into the jump and into the spin. Bumping up the transition mark, which is the second mark. Double axel, showing the composure under pressure of an Olympic athlete.
A year ago, he was third. Third this year. We'll send you to the games. And that performance may have just done that. The undercard tonight is the battle for third. The main event, the title, up for grabs. Sawyer birthday party.
Alongside coaches Annie Barabé and Sophie Richard, who he has been with for the last couple of years. Let's take a look at Sean's triple axel. Watch how he gets up in the air but comes down and drags the toe of his free foot. It wasn't a solid 2-foot landing, but there will be a slight deduction on that air. A nice series of jumps here for Sean. Triple sal, double toe, double loop. And again, what really holds him up are elements like this. He has a beautiful line, and you really have the sense when Sean's skating that every aspect of his free program is important. It's not just about the jump. It's about all of it. Beautiful line. He has the wow factor.
He does. Here's the math. His personal best is 128.30. He needs 125 points in the free skate to move into first. His average is 123. There's the former world champion, Donald Jackson. His hometown still skating strong. Jeff Buttle, reigning champion backstage. Here comes the main event shortly for the national title, and Emmanuel Sandou wants it back desperately. Sean Sawyer wants to go to Torino desperately. And who wouldn't? And I am very impressed with the men and the way they have battled the nerves and the pressure that's here this week, not only in the short program, but tonight.
I think being in this arena with the audience and the electricity brings out the best in the men. They seem to rise up to the occasion and get in the groove, and this audience is a very warm and appreciative of every move that they make.
Sean had a 10-point lead on Chris Mabey heading into the free skate. Again, Mabey 134.75. And this decision will decide and determine who will go to Torino. Skate Canada, of course, has to make the final decision. But again, he needs 125, and he's going to get it. He got 132.53. Sean Sawyer.
He's not out of the woods yet. He was beaten by Christopher Mabey in the free program, and a couple of the guys coming up have planned 1 or 2 triple axels. He's breathing a lot easier. There's still a few guys still to come.
4 skaters left. Of course, Sandhu and Buttle, and 2 other skaters fighting for third, including Nicholas Young, another former junior star. Last year, he fell at the Nationals, cost him a spot on the national team. Important funding. He wants to stay in the top 5, and who knows, maybe he could score an upset here, find himself on the podium.
Well, he skated well in the short program, and Nicholas Young has 2 triple axels planned. Now, remember, with the new system, it is cumulative, so everything you do gets a point value and added together. And for instance, a triple axel is worth 7.5. So you put two triple axels cleanly in your program, and you've just thrown in 15 points.
Taking his time, getting into position.
And he will skate 2 selections from Henry Mancini. Ambitious program planned, opening with a couple of triple-triple combinations. First, triple left. Changes to doubles for the second jump. He has 2 triple axels planned. Here's the first. Two-foot landing. And that's what he has to do. He has to relax and let his personality out.
As we've seen in the past, he has loads of that. Began the night 8 points back of Sean Sawyer.
To bring down Sawyer, you have to be perfect. But he's positioning himself well for top 5 in the national team with this performance.
Won't catch Sean Sawyer. Wants to stay in the top 5. So much emphasis is always placed on that quadruple jump. But still the jump is a triple axel. Couple of 2-foots for Nicholas Young. Emmanuel Sandhu is next. And the fight for the national title begins. To skate in this final flight, Emmanuel Sandhu wanting to get his Canadian title back that he lost a year ago in London, Ontario. He will skate, then Marc-Andre Craig, and then Jeffrey Buttle trying to hang on to the title. And it will also not only be a competition between these two guys, but I guess you could say the battle of the quads here tonight. If Sandhu lands his, it puts an enormous amount of pressure on Jeff Buttle.
Well, Sandhu's personal best this year in international competition is a 147.5. Buttles is 139.4. So Sandhu, when he is on, can get big numbers. That's up with the best in the world.
And again, last night in that short program, decided not to go with the quadruple jump, then fell on a triple Lutz. So he's ready. Here's Nicholas Young. And Mark's very important for him to try to stay in the top 5. And right now, he's going to be in 3rd place. Sean Sawyer leads. Chris Mabey, Nick Young, Patrick Chan, Ben Ferreira. 3 skaters to come. Sean Sawyer right now on the bubble for the Olympics. Marc-Andre Craig will decide that. But now the showdown. The rivalry continues.
On the ice, representing British Columbia. Sur la glace, représentant la Colombie-Britannique, Emmanuel Sandhu.
Emmanuel Sandhu denied a spot on the Olympic team in 1998. Went to the Olympics in 2002, but did not skate. Remember, he had an injury. He'll go to the Olympic Games. And many people think he is a legitimate medal threat. The medal he wants here tonight in Ottawa is gold.
Skating to an original composition by Gordon Cobb. Emmanuel will open with his quad. Almost. Coming up now, the axel. jump that gave him trouble in the short program was the triple Lutz. It's next. No trouble tonight. Second triple axel planned here. He opened it up.
And now opens it up for Jeff Buttle. Emmanuel Sandhu standing O here. Almost with the quadruple jump. Missed an axle. Did he miss a chance to regain his Canadian title? It's up to Jeff Buttle now. With an Olympic first still on the line as well.
The only thing was he waited a little bit too long.
Joanne McLeod, Emmanuel Sandhu, who has really, in many ways, been able to find a way to fight. He has become more of a pro about this, if you know what I'm saying. A few years ago, if he missed a jump, he would have an absolute meltdown on the ice, and he was prone to do it. Do you notice now that maybe the consistency still isn't all the way up to 100%, but it's getting there?
Much more disciplined approach to his skating. There's a look at the step out on his quad. Now, in the new system, a quad is worth 9. The step out brings a deduction, so that mark will be lowered to around 7 points. So he still gets points for doing it. He landed a nice triple axel, 7.5 points for that. He has left the door open somewhat for a Buttle, but I do like what we're seeing in Emmanuel. No more meltdown, much more control.
He started the night 7.5 points back of Buttle, so the score now to beat 247.08. Emmanuel Sandhu will wait to see if he will reclaim the crown he lost a year ago. He's going to Torino, you know that. And I'll tell you what, Canada will be a force at the Olympic Games again with 3 men there. Marc-Andre Craig would like to put his name in the hat, and he could do it right here. 23-year-old in a similar situation to last year when he had an excellent short program, found himself in prime time in the final flight. Experience means so much right here, though.
Well, he could not handle the pressure last year and dropped to 8 at the senior level. And so he is hoping to get it right this time. An excellent short program skater. And what makes him so good in the short program is he has a very consistent triple axel. He has planned 2 for this free program. Triple combination. Funding and international assignments. His choreography is not sophisticated as Nicholas Young, so he is going to need more jumps for more points. He has a second triple axel planned here. Turned it to a double. Kind of saucy choreography, but for a competitive program, he needs to have more movement with his skates and feet. Too much time where he's just pausing in the action. Nice triple Salchow. performance. Wasn't planned, and now a triple toe. A last-ditch effort for extra points.
Well, he knew he was going to need them, trying to get in the top 5.
And every mark, every jump that you do after the halfway mark gets a bonus of 10%. So he ratcheted it up a little bit at the end of his performance.
So that to be determined. Emmanuel Sandhu will watch Jeff Buttle now. His national championship on the line when we come back. Final skater of the night in Ottawa. Needs an average skate here to win tonight. Will he or won't he do the quad now? Let's go down to Dave Randorf.
Well, Rod, last night Jeff Buttle told me he intended to use the quad jump in the free skate, a jump he has not landed since the short program of the 2003 Four Continents. Just spoke with his coach, Lee Barkell. They say the plan remains the same, despite the fact that Emmanuel missed his. Buttle, who's been a strategist in the past, intends to still go for the quad tonight.
Well, I find that interesting. Does that surprise you right now? You need the quad if you're going to win the Olympic gold medal.
And he does not need it here. He has some room as long as he can turn the quad and even two-footed. If he can get the full rotation, he can still win this competition. And more importantly, it tells you where his mindset is. It's going to the game.
Marc-Andre Craig will finish in 6th place, just out of the top 5. So the leaders, Sandhu. Buttle needs 131.57 to win. His average is 134.80. So again, he just needs an average skate. They clean some debris off the ice here. Here comes the Canadian champion, world silver medalist.
Jeffrey Buttle.
Now, all year in competition, he has been performing a tribute to Glenn Gould. He has struggled with it in competition, and a week before Canadians, he finally made the decision to change his free program. He has gone back to his program from 2 years ago. It was never seen at a World Championship. And tonight, he will skate to Samson and Delilah. Triple combination. Flip, triple toe. If he does a quad, it'll come up now. Jump is the axel. Triple axel, double toe.
Good fight. That's what he said. And this was a great fight here tonight. Jeffrey Buttle's parents send off to the Olympic Games. What a close competition.
Well, he went out. He nailed that second triple axel. That'll get him there.
7 triples and a quad planned in his program. He had trouble with the quad and missed an axle, and Jeff Buttle had troubles with a loop, had a couple of axles and missed the quad. I tell you what, very close between these two guys.
What's key is whether the technical specialist decides that Jeff fully rotated the jump or not. It's a big difference in the points. A quad, you get 9. A triple, 4.
Which camera is it going to be?
Watch this. The Ina Bauer here into his Lutz, and it's transitional moves like that. The beautiful shape into his Lutz, and then double toe, double loop. Wonderful series of jumps there. He never lets a piece of music go by without using it. Intricate connecting steps that connect all of his elements. Wonderful positions. He's got very strong skating skills, and that is why Jeffrey Buttle has the world's best second mark.
This could come down to a triple Lutz from the short program. Emmanuel Sandou being 7.5 points back. Did he gain enough here tonight, even with Jeffrey Buttle doubling that loop? And, you know, again, there were openings on both sides. Again, you know, it's not hyperbole saying that Canada is going to be well-suited going to these Olympic Games. These guys have to skate it. It is a pressure cooker. We know that, you know, athletes in a different environment, some things happen. Jeff Buttle's won a world silver medal. Emmanuel Sandou has won Grand Prix events, including Skate Canada. They've been there and done that. Now they go to the Olympics and have a shot.
Jeffrey Buttle's grandmother looking on, delighted to be in the audience. Hi, Nana.
Now, obviously, though, they have to be near perfect at the Olympics if you want to be on the podium, and they have work to do in a month.
What's great, though, about this rivalry, and what is great about most rivalries, is that they push each other. And it was wonderful to see the pressure on them at a national championships going into the games. They had to get into the mindset, into the strategy. Great for Jeffrey Buttle to get out there and attempt the quad.
It's going to be very close. I mean, and this is this rivalry is so different than the Elvis and Kurt rivalry that we had 12 years ago.
Hi, everyone.
But you have a feeling it's so close between these two guys.
The unofficial mark for this program.
But not that close tonight in the eyes of the judges. He had a deduction. Free skate total 151.38. And he was rewarded for so much. And you mentioned that second mark.
The second triple axel was key. He was given credit for rotating the quad.
So 3-2. Sandou has 3 titles and Jeff Buttle has 2. 2 in a row. He will go to the Olympic Games as national champion. Buttle, Sandou, and Sawyer, 1, 2, 3. They will announce the Olympic team officially tomorrow, but that's a safe bet that they will represent Canada at the Torino Games. Chris Mabey, one of the skates of the night, in 4th place. Ben Ferreira, his farewell at the Nationals, in 8th position. And the others who skated, Maxime Billy Fortin, a couple of times he skated here, short program free skate, 2 standing ovations, electrified the crowd, and good on him. Good on the Canadian champion, too. Here's Dave.
And still Canadian champion after some very anxious moments. Let me ask you, first of all, about the decision to stick with your quad jump despite the fact that Emmanuel missed his, and you guys knew that.
I didn't know that.
Coach did.
Yeah, but we made it pretty clear no matter what that this is something that I wanted to go for. It's something that I want to have trained for Olympics. So, I mean, regardless of what he did, I was here to do my own thing.
Some big names, Stoico, Salé, Pelche, on down the list, have told me that the pressure at Nationals right before the Olympics is immense, almost bigger than the games themselves. Did you feel that tonight?
Well, it's comforting to know that I've made it through fine. You know what? I always feel pressure when I come back to Nationals. You know, there's the pressure of skating in front of family, friends, peers. you know, I feel like it's such a big thing here, and it's always been since I've grown up. So, you know, I can take the experience of this and go into Torino feeling pretty good.
Two-time Canadian champ headed to Italy. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Rod?
Jeffrey Buttle does it, delivers. Canadian champion again. A little tense for him, heading to the games with another gold. We had some great performances tonight. Here's our Chevrolet performance of the day. Tilsonburg's Christopher Mabey.
He went out and put the pressure on Sean Sawyer for that third spot. He actually stole the free skate from Sean, finishing third in the long, and pulled himself right on up to fourth place.
And he had this house rocking. Love this reaction at the end. You know, that's what the Nationals are about. Whether you win or you finish fourth, and you have the moment like that, a magic moment. We're back tomorrow, 1 o'clock Eastern. The free dance, the last dance at the BMO Financial Group Canadian Championships. What a night in Ottawa.
Is back. American Idol returns Tuesday at 8, 7 Central on CTV. Saturday night at the Nationals, it's emotional and it never disappoints. It's always a roller coaster, and it was right down to the wire tonight. Began with a tremendous pairs competition with Marcoux and Button getting it done again. There's a new star on the horizon there. Davison and Dubé, they're the champs. Sean Sawyer, he could be going to the Olympics. We'll see you tomorrow for the dance final.